Let's see what are the common accidents in the laboratory. The student is cut by glass or other sharp instruments. The student is burnt by a Bunsen flame or hot liquids. The student is burnt by corrosive chemicals. The student is hurt by an electric shock. The student is hurt by a small explosion when mixing incompatible chemicals. The student feels sick after breathing in toxic gases. The student is poisoned by contact with some poisonous chemicals. The student is bitten by white mice kept in cages. To prevent such accidents from happening, you must make sure that the following safety precautions have been taken. Check carefully against cracks and leaks in the apparatus. Learn the right way to use the apparatus and the correct laboratory skills, such as how to heat liquid inside a boiling tube. Besides wearing goggles to protect the eyes, this safety screen can be used to provide protection for the whole body, and it should be used when an experiment is performed in front of the class. Hazard warning labels should be found on containers of chemical substances. They are used to state clearly what type of dangerous substances are stored inside. Let's take a look at the different hazard warning labels and their meanings. Poisonous. Can cause cancers. Will explode by itself. Will explode in a mixture. Can easily catch fire. Can cause harm or irritation. Can give out harmful radiation. If you can identify the hazard warning labels, the risk of accidents caused by the use of wrong chemical substances will be much reduced. Since there are risks of accidents in the laboratory, you should know the means of rescue available and how they are used. These fire extinguishers are installed for putting out fires. The three types of fire extinguishers are frequently found in schools. The first is the water-type fire extinguisher. It can be used to put out ordinary domestic fires. When using the water-type fire extinguisher, we have to pull out the safety pin first, then press the handle and aim the jet of water at the bottom of the fire. However, water may cause electric shocks and may induce serious chemical reactions when mixed with certain chemical substances. It can also increase the intensity of the fire if it is used on fires caused by flammable liquids. Therefore, this type of fire extinguisher is only recommended for putting out fires caused by wood, paper, cloth and plastic. The second type is the carbon dioxide type fire extinguisher, which is filled with liquid carbon dioxide. This type of fire extinguisher can be used to put out fires caused by flammable substances and electric sparks. To use this type of fire extinguisher, pull out the safety pin first, then point the opening of the extinguisher towards the fire and press the handle. The third type is the powder type fire extinguisher, which is filled with a chemical powder. This type of fire extinguisher can be used to put out fires caused by flammable substances, chemicals and electric sparks. To use this type of fire extinguisher, pull out the safety pin first, then point the opening of the extinguisher towards the fire and press the handle. If the safety pin is broken, or when the fire extinguisher has been expired, arrangements should be made to replace it with a new one. Other than fire extinguishers, the sand bucket with scoop and the fire blanket can also help put out fires in the laboratory. Sand in the sand bucket is most suitable for putting out fires caused by chemicals. However, it can only put out small fires. The fire blanket is most effective in putting out fires on clothes, but you must take precautions to protect yourself when using it. Both put out fires by covering the fire to cut off the oxygen supply. First aid equipment should be available in the laboratory. This includes the first aid cabinet, in which bandages, scissors, antiseptics, cotton wool, etc. are stored. In the case of accidents, students should immediately report to the teacher or the laboratory technician in charge. First aid treatment should be given according to the situation. This is an eye wash bottle. It's easy to use. Just squeeze the bottle and the water inside will spill up from the top. Point the opening of the bottle towards the eye and the water will wash away the harmful substance. Of course, the water inside the bottle should be changed from time to time to ensure its cleanliness. And you should not play with this bottle for fun. If somebody breathes in certain gases and feels uncomfortable afterwards, what will you do?
Very bad smell. I feel dizzy.
You should inform the teacher immediately.
Let me see.
And the other students must stay away from the sick. Then, take the sick student to an open area so that he can inhale some fresh air and receive initial treatment. If you feel uncomfortable when you have breathed in certain gases,
let me inform the teacher.
You should report to the teacher immediately.
We smell some unknown gas.
And open all the windows in the laboratory. Leave the laboratory according to the teacher's instruction and go to an open area.